Welcome to Standing on Business with Eric Foss. I'm your host, Eric Foss. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Standing on Business with Eric Foss. I'm your host, Eric Foss. First off, Merry Christmas to everybody. I know it's Christmas Eve, so I'm just jumping on here just to mess around a little bit. You know, if you're bored, give you some content to look at and to think about. So we're not going to do nothing serious today, but it could be serious. Let's get into this. Dom Cicale's been talking a little bit lately, going back and forth with the Merlino thing. And then he responded. To some guy, Scott Bernstein, which I've heard of him. And then he responded to me, but he wouldn't say my name or whatever. But that's all fine. But everything he said didn't make sense, so I'm not going to do a reaction to him. But what I am going to do is I went back through Dom's stuff now. Dom was talking, he got into it with Damian Trites on there, going back and forth about setting up some type of fight or a boxing match. Dom said a boxing match. Well, I guess they emailed each other. They found out Damian's an MMA fighter, pro MMA fighter. Dom said, nah, he don't want to do no MMA fight. I feel him on that, you know what I mean? Dom's a little bit long in the tooth, just as I am, Now, boxing is another thing. So I went back on some of Dom's videos, and he was joking around making up matches or something like that. But once again, old Dom, he's like a lab. He'll stumble upon some good stuff sometimes. And I think he stumbled upon something because, listen, what is this whole genre missing? What is going on here? The same stuff's been being talked about for 3 years. Now you got people arguing back and forth and stuff. It's time for some action. It is time for some action. We got the connections. I mean, Jeff Nadeau used to work at Barstool, so Barstool does put on them type of boxing matches and rough and rowdies and stuff like that. Now, you would have to have the interest, which I think we can draw some interest if we put some good fights together. You got your opponent, Dom, right here at heavyweight. I think we both match up pretty well. I'm 6'2". I would come in about 217 to 222. You're like my height. You might come in a little bit heavier. I think we both need some time to come in, though. Like, in other words, we both would have to train, get into fighting shape, because we don't want to look like two drunk uncles, at the barbecue. I don't think neither one of us wants to do that. We could do, I think, between you and I think both of us could give 4 rounds. 4 3-minute rounds, professional rules. Obviously, it's not sanctioned; it's an exhibition. But if we could get some judges, I would say 4 rounds, 10-ounce gloves. We won't put the big pillows on our hands or whatever. Both of us get together and not get together, but get together with a training team or whatever, and get in shape. I think me and you could do some fireworks. I'm not going to lie. And like I said, I'm not disparaging you or nothing. I think that you could fight. So we got about, I would say, the same experience, which is really no experience. The most I've gone is sparred. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I just sparred and I'm really a pro or something, you know what I mean? Or nothing like that. So, I think me and Dom Cicale at heavyweight, that could be a big fight. That could be a good fight. You could also let's think of other people. I said Damian Trites and Gene Borello. Somebody said, well, Damian's a pro. Well, it's a boxing match. Borello's got the height and weight advantage on him. I mean, is a pro fighter. I don't think Damian would mind doing that. Damian would probably do it. I don't know about Gene. I don't know. But obviously, they wouldn't be in the same weight class. But I think that they can make up for each other. You know what I'm saying? Could be pretty good. Who else could you get? I mean, there's other people. Yeah, what I'm talking about, I'm not just talking about me and Dom Cicale. I'm talking about making a card, making an actual card about all this Mobtube drama. If you guys want to see some matchups, put it in a comment. Who else could we get? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that we could get at least, those are 2 fights right there. If we could get them, that's 2 fights. You need at least like 4 fights or 5 fights. I think we could get it. I think it would take time, though. You know what I mean? Definitely take time, and that time would be the training or whatever. So Yeah, Cicale said he wants to do that. And I think he wants to see if he still got it. And I'm going to show him he don't. I'm going to show him he don't. No, I'm kidding around. Like I said, we both have to get in shape. Barring injuries through us getting in shape, that would probably be the hardest part, is both of us getting into fighting shape. Hopefully we can make it through without getting injured. And then, I think we could give 4 rounds or something like that, a clean boxing match. You know what I mean? And I think every fight on the card would be designed by separate rules and stuff. But honestly, I think from what he's talking and what I hear of him, how he talks about, the boxing stuff and all, he's a little bit serious. And I think that him and I could agree on a fight. You know what I mean? Maybe him and others couldn't because people are going with certain advantages and stuff. I think him and I could come straight down the middle and agree on a fight. And hopefully other people could, and we could have a card. Maybe raise some money for charity, maybe raise some money for ourselves. Who knows? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys want to see it? You know what I mean? Just let me know. All right, guys. I might do a live tomorrow. Merry Christmas to everybody. Listen, guys, if you're out there alone at this type of year, especially my guys have been in prison, and, some people have lost family, things like that. Look, it could get tough. It could get depressing. Reach out to somebody, shoot me an email, whatever, I've been in these situations, if you need someone to talk to or anything like that. All right, guys, just remember, until next time, always stand on business. Dom, put your hat on backwards. I'm coming.